Welcome back to another episode of the Weekly DLC. I'm one of your hosts, Crow John, always with my co-host, Danny Vargas.
Yeah.
And Danny Jang.
Have you ever had a wedding?
And if you're not familiar with what we do, we come to you each and every wedding to podcasting services of your choice from tables of our choice every Monday. We talk about nerdy stuff, comics, games, movies, sponsorships. This podcast is sponsored by Candies, brought to you by Men.
Menchinos.
Just use the code Candy DLC. Just don't
Andy.
use it 5 times in a row. But yeah, Candy will show up, or someone will. So yeah, that's one of our sponsors.
Is he distracting you?
Candyman.
The Candyman.
Candyman. Candyman. Candyman. Candy hand.
I got him.
He's like, damn it! Like in the mirror.
Gets me fucking every time. Yeah, we have fun. This is episode 160. If this is your first time joining us, thank you for coming aboard. We hope you have a fun time. If this isn't your first time joining us, you know
Where
this.
have you been?
You know the rigmarole. You know the shtick. We have some goofy times.
We have shticks.
We have shticks. We got drinks. We finished them. We have
Before we even serve
we have orange slices. What have you guys been up to this week? Tell me.
I did something. What did I do? Oh, I played Apex. I
Shroud over here.
I know.
I had it downloaded. But
On your Switch?
I had a no on my computer.
Mobile.
But
Okay.
like I never log into to Origins, so I opened it up, updated it, and I was like, because I think what happened was, I had also gone to DreamHack. This is a prerequisite of learning why I played Apex.
Did you have a dream?
I had a dream. Have you ever had a dream? And at DreamHack, I went with Jang here, and we played Rainbow Six. And dude, I was completely like, there was like 2 kids. No, it was 3 kids with us, and they knew more of the game than I did. And I'm like, bro, I'm lost. I don't know this map. Like, dude, it's a multi-game thing. The first round, I never even went in the building. I didn't know where the fuck it was, dude. I thought like we were starting on one end and we had to cross all the way to the other end to see the building. So I run. I'm like, this is a dead end. I turn around and it's like game 1. And we're like, oh yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah, totally. and then I saw where they were at. I'm like, okay, that's where it's at. So then I did the next one. Didn't find anyone. Game round 1. We're like, yeah. I'm like, oh okay. And then from there, proceeded to lose every fucking game from that point on. But I was like, dude, you know what? I've realized like I've never played, like there's a lot of games that are out that are popular. I've never played them. I have no interest in playing them, but I feel like I should at least try them, especially if they're free to play. Apex being one of them. I literally installed it, only did the training, never got into it. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to play a couple games, dude. Third game was wrecking shit, and then I died, and then I stopped playing. But yeah, I played a little bit of Apex. Played a little bit more of the Stone Shard game. I think I brought it up last time. I bought the game.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
tried it. It's like a RPG, tactical, like turn-based. It's turn-based once you meet an
Tactics?
enemy, kind of thing. It's not. I mean, it's technically tactics types, but you. I'm playing a warrior, so I have to run up to them to be able to attack them, so I can't do like range.
Okay.
But if you're an archer or a magician, you can do range stuff before they reach you.
Okay.
And I've got the furthest I've gotten.
Corona.
I got the furthest I've gotten, which is essentially a dungeon or like a tower. And
right?
but then like, dude, it's insanely tough. Like, it is ridiculous. I don't know, like, it feels like I'm playing it on like master difficulty, and it's just like, it's not fun when there a lot, like, it feels like you have to go into the dungeon, kill 2 guys, get out of the dungeon, run all the way back to town, heal up, go back into the dungeon. That's kind of what it feels like, just to be able to like proceed. Because if you do the whole dungeon in one sitting, you're probably gonna die at some point. Dude, I got to the boss, dude, and he like almost 2-shotted me, but luckily like I crit with both of my abilities, so I was able to 3-hit him before he killed me with 2 shots. But I was literally like 2 health left when he died. And I'm like, that was it? Cool. And I just like went back to town. And then proceeded to die in the next town.
Nice.
And so I was like, whatever. And
Okay.
what else did I do? I almost went back to reality. No,
Diablo 3. And
my coworker went back into World of Warcraft, and he keeps telling me like, "Come back." And I'm like, "No, never."
He works for Blizzard's pockets.
Never.
You almost had him there, Cobblestone.
And the thing is, as soon as you're coming with an expansion, fuck.
so my friend at work told me that they are rumors that there's a bard class that might be coming into the game, and I was like, let me know when that is.
Level 120 boost. We're in, boys. So yeah, like the it's Shadowlands or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the new expansion.
But they're bringing back, or it seems like I haven't read into it, but it seems like they're bringing back like the Death Knight.
Yeah.
And all that they're doing is allowing all the new classes that they release to be able to play this.
Yeah.
This
Doesn't that sound
or
enticing?
factions play this one. No,
It's like
never.
those cartoons, the food, and the smell, like become fingers.
I start floating. Yeah, other than that, it was DreamHack.
How was
very,
DreamHack?
very small venue. I honestly, I think it's a great opportunity to save on buying gear. They had like
New Frankensteins?
very cheap gear.
Minus the smell.
They had, I think, Cougar or whatever, the electronic.
Cougars. Oh, okay.
They had a booth there, and they had like, dude, they had like $60 headphones for like $30. They had keyboards and mouse and mice.
There's a bunch of vendors.
Yeah, well, yeah, a bunch of vendors. But that's the only one I saw that they had like ridiculous discounts on their stuff.
Okay.
And then they were doing a bunch of giveaways. Didn't win anything.
So
What'd you
how
do?
would you describe DreamHack?
Yeah.
Now that you've been, because it was very hard for me to describe it when
This
before.
was
the
your
event.
first time too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It was hard
I
for
don't
me.
know. It's
What
like,
would you say? Like, what's DreamHack?
Lamp-
Hello, I'm
LAN party.
out of touch with what's DreamHack.
It's a LAN party.
Oh, okay.
That's
What's
it.
a LAN party?
the top of DreamHack, like the main
The,
floor.
the Earth dwellers.
The main floor honestly was just like a hub for like pro players, because that's where they had all of the pros sitting, like the Hearthstone players, the
Fortnite.
CS:GO players, Fortnite players.
He was invited.
Downstairs though, the Earth dwellers.
The dungeon.
More people, more men.
They,
My people.
That's where the LAN stuff happens, and LAN is essentially a
A LAN party is just local area network.
local.
It's everyone
local
bring
network.
lugs in their
multiplayer.
laptops or their PCs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they just play games locally, but games that they would normally play online, like
So you could play
kids back in they would all bring their Xboxes,
Yeah.
play Halo, or they would bring their computers and play Unreal Tournament.
And
or-
this was a huge thing back when like internet wasn't amazing.
I mean, it still is a thing, but definitely less of a thing
Yeah.
now that you can play with all these people, wherever. But
And internet's more stable. Like before, it was like AOL. It's like me, trying to log in,
just
and
like
someone
that.
answered the phone and like fuck, I'm disconnected.
Oh, so.
But yeah, like I don't know. First experience, it's really good. Obviously, it could be better. The convention, it felt like another convention. It didn't feel very different. It did obviously seem very, very small, but it has potential. I don't think it was a fail by any means. I think it has potential and it could be better. Obviously, this isn't like
Correct.
the first and only DreamHack. They've had. It
It's
started
huge in
somewhere else.
Sweden.
Yeah, it started somewhere else.
This is
It's
the
huge
first
there.
time in Anaheim.
Yeah. I think it did all right. It could be better. I didn't take full advantage of what like there was to offer, and I think the indie game section. I don't even know if it was supposed to be an indie game section. Was really cool. We hung out there for a bit, played a game, played a few games, and that was really fun. One of them, the free game. Hey. No, we stopped by a guy, a booth, and he was explaining his game, and the guy was playing it, and then he was like, "Yeah, here's our Discord. Like we give prizes, maybe get the free game demo." And he's like, "Oh, let me get the Let me get that. Let me get that.
I'm gonna add a note to that, but when he was showcasing bosses and he showcased a boss fight, and like I was watching that guy's reaction, the game dev, he was fucking happy, dude. He was like seeing the person playing and smiling, and he was like into it, just dancing because it's a rhythm. It was a rhythm boss, and I was like, dude, that's kind of cool, dude. He like see this guy's watching something that he's really proud of, and people are enjoying it. And I was like, that's fucking cool. Watching it from the sidelines, like that's pretty cool.
But yeah, I mean, I'd do it again. I probably still wouldn't pay for it though. Just saying. But yeah, that's all I did.
Jang, what have you been up to?
Have you ever had a dream hack?
Have you hacked the planet?
So yeah, went to DreamHack,
Streamed?
streamed the VIP section to get your VIP tickets was longer than the general
Hey,
admission.
free monster though.
It was like they brought in more VIPs than Gen,
Do you feel like a VIP?
but yeah, I was like, dude, we had to wait in line. And I was like, what? And it's taking forever. It's because like people in the VIP line aren't prepared. Like, dude, have your QR code ready, have your license, and transactions I
They're
saw.
VIP. What do you mean? They don't have to be prepared.
People are on the phone trying to contact
I don't
someone.
got reception here. What the
Yeah.
fuck? I have to get this ready now? Yeah. It's
But-
retard.
Yeah, they need to. I don't know if you guys went to Kamikaze the very first year. That's what it reminded me of. It was just long line and just it was not moving at all. Went there to stream. Not what I imagined. I thought it was gonna be like maybe 10 computers, and they would advertise you, like showcase it on their Twitch site. I was like, nah, it's just you bring your own audience. Bring your own audience. Bring your own stuff.
BYO.
Yeah.
BYOA.
They give you 30 minutes to set up, which is not enough time. Like, I literally when I first got there, I was like, fuck. Well, and I have a list of what I had to do. I was like, how do I do this? I was just stuck for the first 15 minutes. I'm like, and then after a while, things started rolling, and then I had probably the best computer spot.
Yeah.
Because that all eyes were on
His spot was like in the general direction of where people walk through, so they can see him.
Oh, okay.
And his PC was connected to the TV displaying.
Oh.
So like, if anyone see the TV, it was him playing
Yeah.
that. And and the fact that he had a mod, he had like the first day when I was there, he was playing a mod with Woody. So I had like right before right when he literally beat the boss he wanted to beat, there was like a photographer there, and he's like, hey, is he playing this game? I'm like, yeah. Is he playing Woody? I'm like, yep, that's him. He's Woody. And he's like, oh, that's really cool, man. And he's like taking pictures of them. And then moves on.
Hey, but hashtag me, dude. You're like, what are pictures of that shit?
Is he working
say,
for
like,
DreamHack?
He did point out, he's like, is that his name? And I was like, yep, at the
Last
boss.
Bosses?
He didn't tag me though.
Last Bosses?
Well, maybe he hasn't posted it.
Yeah,
yet.
last bosses with 2 S's at the end.
Maybe he hasn't posted it.
Yeah, 15 minutes. It's different. Streaming there, like, it's very nerve-wracking. When people started watching you, I was like, damn, this is fucking...
Any rage-inducing moments?
Did I get pissed off? I don't remember. Oh, I was getting pissed off at the stuttering PC. Like, the first day, the PC would slow down like crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's Steam downloading. I can't tell what it was because the second day, smooth. And I was
it smooth?
One time it was bad.
Because when you were setting up, I was watching.
Oh, okay. It
And you were
wasn't
like-
okay.
I'm supposed to beat it, get you like on. I can't play this game on lag.
Yeah.
But I guess it's because you were going through the sound issues first.
Yep.
And then
Both
you had a
days-
little bit of lag.
Both days are
And
sound
then it
issues.
smooths out.
There was only one slowdown
Okay.
on Sunday, but I was just playing bad. I was just not on point. But Sunday, more people were watching.
Yeah?
Like less people on the show floor, but more people watching me play.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, this is like nerve wracking, dude. Like I'm like trying to fight Butterfly, and all these people are watching. Like
Were they regulars or people you've never had?
I don't know who they are. Would I do it again? Yes. Only because, like, I don't have... Okay, so I always trash on Twitch LA. Because, like, I feel like those guys don't take streaming seriously. Every one of those streamers there, fucking the real deal Holyfield. Like, every single one does...
At DreamHack.
outperforms me. Statistically outperforms me. So it was just really cool, like talking to them. Like,
Oh, you got some time to talk to him.
yeah.
Okay.
Because there's like before you set up, you could sit in the streamer lounge, which is like inside that square. There's like there's a lounge, and I
Yeah.
was able to talk to a lot of streamers, pick their brain,
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck, dude, this is like what I'm missing. Like, Twitch LA is cool, but like I can't really talk to these people because I don't think, not a lot of them like. I don't know. I don't want to say they're on the same level, but like they don't take it seriously.
It's a
But-
different mindset.
Yeah, and these guys like fucking take it seriously, and I'm just like, holy shit, like
But I think also at the event, like they know they're gonna stream, so they're on that streaming mindset.
Hmm.
So when you're there and you have time, like at the lounge to talk, I think like DreamHack is a great way to network, dude. Like that's where to find the people that you
There was a post recently by the guy, Pokemon. He's a Pokemon streamer. I forget his name.
need. A-Drive.
No, he does the Monster Hunter podcast and a Pokemon podcast. I'll have to find his name. Anyway, he had been a podcaster, and then his day job, he got laid off, and he's like, I'm gonna try streaming
Gaijin.
for no. He tried streaming for. He's like, I'll give myself 4 to 5 months while I find another job to try streaming. And he was like, he had no prior experience streaming, just podcasting, and he's like, and he successfully now has been doing it for 2 years, and it's gotten big for him. And he made a post, an article on Medium, and granted, he's like, everyone's got different goals, so he's like, I'm not gonna like say there's one right way, but like he was talking about his experience going from like not knowing anything to knowing. I think it was very informative, and it kind of matched what you were saying. He's like, there's people with different like ambitions with this, and there was one day he was at TwitchCon and people were mingling at an after party, and Trihex showed up, and he's like, hey, I know you, and then he's like, hey, I'll hit you with a follow right now if you tell me why I should follow you, and he's like, I don't, and he tried to give him a good answer, but like he thought about it, he's like, why do you stream, like, and he started like breaking down a lot of the things that like you need to set for yourself. And I think that separate, like going back to what you're saying, it's cool because it's like you're seeing the differences between the people that see them, like what it means to them to stream versus what these people, and where you fall with that, and like you need to be more around people like that,
Yeah, the casuals versus the pros.
or whatever that is. But yeah, like it was very. I'll have to send it to you, but it made me think of what you're saying.
That's cool.
So both days streamed.
Sekiro, different mods, different days. Yeah, I wanna. It makes me want to realize. It made me realize I want to hang out with more streamers on the same mindset, same goal path. I did kind of networked with a couple people.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how I got invited. Yo, I felt like a fucking fraud, dude. These guys are killing it, dude. And I'm just like, fuck. Have you?
Was there a contact that you met there that was the one that helped you?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you talk to him and be like, hey, is there opportunities for future DreamHack?
I mean, I was cool with them,
Okay.
and I like expressed gratitude many
Cool.
Did you
many
give him
times.
coffee?
I did. I didn't. I was supposed to buy him coffee,
Dang.
but the person I talked to, I did not see him, so I don't know if he was at the event.
Okay.
The person I talked to the most on Discord wasn't there,
Okay.
but the second person was there. So,
But
cool.
you're in that Discord now permanently.
Yeah, I'm in that Discord now permanently. Yeah, it was a weird experience because I thought it was something else, but it turned out to be something else, and I would go again if they invited me. It was a cool.
Would you
experience.
pay to go to DreamHack?
It had, I don't know. Like, I would pay to go to DreamHack Texas because a lot of people there have gone to the Texas one.
To hear. What would you say to someone who's like, oh, I'm an aspiring streamer. I'm not admitted to stream.
Go to TwitchCon.
Okay.
Like, yeah. I mean, all these events, it's what you make out of it. Like the networking part, it's hard for me to network with people. But like, I don't know. The lounge was like really chill, so I was able to talk to, which is kind of weird. The lounge had like free monsters, but across the street or across the hall there was free
Across the
monsters.
street.
There was free monsters anyway, so it didn't feel too special. But yeah, all these events, like these Twitch LA events, TwitchCon, it's what you make out of it. Like you have to network. If you want to network, you have to network.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's hard. It's hard for me. It's hard. And that special thing at the end was an after party. I wish they told me earlier because I would have took the day off. But
Oh, so you didn't go?
yeah, I would have mingled and hanged around the after party and hang out with the fellow streamers.
Was it at the convention or
No,
somewhere
it
else?
was like at a club or some bar. But I would have went. Just saying.
Was it only for the special guests, or could I have gone as a regular?
You could have
thing?
gone.
Okay.
The plus ones could have gone.
Messed up. He didn't invite us.
Yeah, we got a unofficial guest coming soon, right now. But wait, so and then I've been streaming Bloodborne, moving 2 things at once. But we're back to Bloodborne Harry Potter build, and it's so much easier.
Got your wizard abilities.
Ranged attacks, dude. Special uninvited guests came in through the back door. But yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Nice. For me, I what did I do? I watched Sonic
Ooh.
the Hedgehog.
Must go
How was that?
fast.
It was interesting. It was it's definitely a kids movie, first and foremost.
It got really good reviews.
No, it did. Yeah, it did fantastic. Like
yeah.
every profit, everything it needed to hit, every metric, every rating, higher than expected. So whatever the remodeling they did, like for the animation, well worth it. The acting was pretty solid. The references were pretty good. Like they make everything from like Sonic references to like. Are you guys familiar with Sonic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about
What
our
about-
friend Knuckles from another
Do you know the
country?
way? I don't know. Maybe
What
for the
about,
sequel. Maybe for
Christian. Christian.
that one, I don't know. I didn't see any, but they had a good amount of references to the games, to the franchise, to what people know from all these things. Jim Carrey was fantastic. Like his Robotnik. He was every time he was in the camera, I was like, he's
Stealing time.
He's the guy to watch. And then yeah, it was a fun time, but I wouldn't like my expectations were low going in. Like I was like, I'm coming to watch this train wreck of a movie originally before the animation changes, and then I was like, oh okay, it's gonna look better. Maybe it'll be good.
Yeah.
And then it turned out good. I was like, all right, that was a fun time. Definitely a nicer trend for video game movies, I would say.
Okay.
Then I had finished, I don't know if I talked about it, but I got the last pinnacle thing for Destiny for the weapons that I've been
Oh
wearing.
yeah.
And I was kind of like, I need a break because I know they're building towards something and they just announced it yesterday.
Building.
I'll get to that in a second. The Trials of Osiris is coming back next season, which is their competitive
And
thing.
it's called
Season of the Worthy. Trials
say
of
that one more time.
Season of the Worthy.
Worthy. That's right.
Trials of it's the next season, but the game mode of Trials of Osiris
Yeah.
is coming back, which is a competitive mode that was in Destiny, is only on the weekends. So like people would be like, all right, like get your squad. We're running this on the weekends. It was highly like all the big streamers now, like Lupo, Dr. Lupo, Tfue. I didn't realize this, but Tfue used to be a big time Destiny streamer. That's where he started.
But they're
With-
coming
Oh
back.
shit.
yeah, I was watching a bunch of stuff about like one of the top Destiny clans right now,
So
and its evolution. And it started. One of those founding members was Tfue.
Tfue stopped playing Fortnite and
Stop playing-
Destiny.
Stopped playing Destiny. Went to Fortnite.
And now
Oh no! But then now
but
someone
now
else.
Now he's going
now
back.
someone
to
else
Destiny
stopped
and
playing
you're
Destiny.
going-
He's playing Fortnite. Okay.
And so
Which is
I
facts.
was inspired by Tfue. I was bored, and I saw something that was like, oh, the Fortnite season, and there's like a buff cat. And that is literally the only reason I'm playing Fortnite.
Damn.
Is it
What
a
level
free
is
one
it?
if you get
Level
to the free-
60.
Okay.
I'm
And
at
but that's on the free.
no, it's one track.
Battle Pass.
Battle Pass got me to 25.
Right. So you did buy
I got a Battle Pass.
Okay, that's
I got
what
to
I was
25. And then
because when you buy Battle Pass, there's a top section of it.
no,
but
not
there's-
now.
Oh
I don't know.
really?
Yeah, it just shows one track for me.
Oh okay.
I don't know.
Alright.
There's some where it's like I don't know. I don't know Fortnite. I just know it's one track.
And it's at the
60,
end.
60 is where I need to be. I'm at 41.
You got to play a lot more. Buddy.
Kitty
I
titties.
finished it this weekend easy.
Kitty titties.
Kitty
It gets
titties.
so.
I got
The first few seasons, my
Yeah.
sister was super into it,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was helping her out. So literally, she would
You
play,
guys would-
then I would play, so we can like build that one up. It would suck when we finally caught up to the right season with all the challenges. Oh my god! At that point, it was literally just XP from killing people, and that was like it took so long.
You got to kill people, dude.
so I don't. Maybe they made the XP a little bit easier because every day there's like a like a stamp card.
Oh yeah.
And you fill that out with medals, and when you fill it out with these medals, which I've been having an easy time getting, I think it boosts how much XP you get each match. like by 10, 15% each.
Okay.
So I'm like blowing through
Yeah.
levels pretty easily. But I was surprised I got 2 back-to-back wins.
Woo!
I was like,
Tifu.
chicken, dinner, winner.
Chicken,
Right?
dinner, winner.
But
It's not-
I was looking at the victory screens. I didn't see a single building.
I didn't build shit.
Shroud here, dude.
That's funny, dude.
I don't get what this building. Like, I saw this guy I was playing. I saw this guy. I shoot him once. I'd like move back, and he's like at the top trying to hit me. I blast him, dead. I was like,
Yeah, that sometimes happens. It's unfortunate.
all right,
It's because you have the aim assist because you're using controllers.
we're both on Switch. Because it doesn't. Okay, here's a question.
So when you're
If
solo, it's Nintendo's only. I think.
it doesn't it like try to put you with like if
I don't
I'm
think
playing.
so.
If
when
I'm,
you're mixed, it
I
puts
want to
you.
say there's an option that you can select to say open it to everything or stick to only like the console or like whatever you're using.
so if I play phone, for instance,
you can make it. You can
You
kind
can
of tell it like.
toggle.
And I think
just stick
now
with
it's
phone.
like because there's bots, it's like they try to solo. I think is like whatever console.
I don't know.
You're killing kids, dude.
I'm taking them out.
Oh fuck! I forgot to talk about Rainbow Six. There-
Just trying to tell you.
Yeah, what happened with Rainbow Six?
no. I mean, finish.
Okay. So yeah, I got
Fuck, man, I got pissed, man.
So I got the wins. I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then played some more. Literally, most of my matches, I just pick places. I'm like, I haven't explored this area yet. Drop there. I'm like, where am I supposed to go? I don't run into anyone for a while. But then, like, after the second win, I just dropped into areas where it was heavily packed.
Oh.
I went, like, on 12 kill sprees. I was just like, blast.
Ninja?
I was like, all right, this is fun. And then there was a point where we're like final 10 or something, and there was a hill overseeing a town, and like they just kept coming to me instead of like shooting from afar. I'm like, keep coming. Boom. Let's go. Boom. I'm going to kneel and heal.
It's exactly what Fortnite meant to be. Like you have your fortress and people, and they come to you.
But I didn't even build anything.
But I didn't even. Build it.
Their bodies are my build. I don't even know how to do the fucking emote.
Oh shit!
I'm just like,
That's funny.
I don't know. But I'm getting close to that the cat outfit.
You're getting ready for Fortnite, the world, so it's okay.
Maybe.
That's your avatar. Oh,
The cat man. Meow skulls. Yeah, it's all right. It's fun. It's just like it's casual. Like I was easily like putting something on and just roaming around.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm dead.
Yeah, just
Load up another one.
back to back fucking Battle Royale.
Yeah.
It's cool, dude.
And then let's briefly go. I want to hear what
so
you.
I thought you were playing Fortnite because you're trying to stream snipe Greg Miller. He's playing Fortnite.
It's playing because of me.
Dude,
He's like,
he's stream sniping you.
Yeah, weekly DLC. He's like, oh, who's this guy?
But, so at the same Rainbow Six,
Yeah, you guys were
the
playing
very
together.
first day,
Yeah.
I played.
When I wasn't there.
Oh, when you and I,
played
went.
with a team, kids, right? Like 5 other kids, and they're like, "Have you ever played before?" I was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, okay. We have 3 people that have never played here, so just we'll try to coach you." And the other team, experienced, play as a team, whatever. They played before. We would
Jerseys.
lose. No. We would lose, and they would comment like, "Easy."
They would?
clap. Yeah. To us, easy clap, and they'd be like, "Oh, hit Alt F4. I heard it activates cheats." You know, like just like fucking trollish every single time. And then at one point,
You're sitting there like,
the old architect, dude. Excuse me.
You activated my trap card.
And then I started learning how to play, and I started becoming pretty good at it, and we started winning. We made a comeback, and
clap back.
we're leaving. I was pissed. I was still pissed. I was about to go up to him and be like, "Hey, yo, go back home, delete your fucking game." Like I was about to, dude. I refrained so bad, dude.
How old were they?
12 to 16. But dude, the shit that they were saying was pissing me off. I was like, all right, they're trying to fucking fuck with us. All right. But yeah, I refrained. It took a lot to refrain.
Their parents are over there like, who the fuck is this adult?
I'm the old architect, motherfucker.
And when he played the
What'd you
next,
say me a little shit?
Dab on him.
when he played the next day with me, we got our booty slapped, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it was close.
Not even close.
You couldn't even get the building.
We went to.
No, that was overtime. It went overtime.
I don't know how
Even the announcer was like, So they had like two esports announcers.
Really?
Like, yeah, like during the commentary. Oh, we got the old architect. No, he didn't say that, but he was like,
Kitty
oh,
titties.
it's like 3 versus 1, 3 versus 1. Whoa, 1v1, sudden death. Like,
Dude, there was so I don't know if it was the last game, but there was one where this guy popped in my window and I'm like, oh shit. So then I start shooting, like I kind of move out of the way, try to get it, and then I get one down, and then I didn't realize there's a second guy. So then I'm gonna like walk forward and he peeks out and he blasts me and I fall to the ground. And then it was literally just him, that guy that killed me, and one other guy, and he's like literally like looking through a crack in a window, like it was like boarded, and he starts shooting that guy, and you see this guy go boop, and he kills our teammate. And I look at and like it shows like the kill cam. I'm like, what? He hit the fucking wood. I mean, it does shoot through whatever, but I was like, holy fuck, this guy just like annihilated our teammate. But
Nice.
It was good. It
the
was
trash talk, yeah.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Should have just teabagged.
I should have.
Fuck this kid up. Yeah, I went to DreamHack for the Friday.
What? All three of us went to DreamHack?
I was Daniel.
He's VIP. He was the real VIP. Shit. My face?
So you didn't
priceless.
see the dead mouse little area?
did.
Oh, okay.
It was like I was behind scenes. Nothing was set up. It took us an hour and a half to get through that line. And then we get in there. There's like 2 teams playing League of Legends. No one's watching. There's like a couple of streamers, one of your friends.
Goldbirds, probably.
The one doing that mouse click game.
Yeah.
And then none of the vendors were available. And then we went downstairs. We had to go through a stupid security check like 18 times.
So you could go downstairs within that.
Makes more sense.
Yeah, you didn't have to go out and.
Because he was like, you want to go down? I'm like, yeah, it's right over here. And he's like, oh.
Nani?
This escalator inside.
Makes sense.
But
like,
that guy's PC set up.
yeah,
The chef.
He was a chef?
there was a cafeteria guy lugging this giant freezer, and I was like, dude, look at that guy's PC.
Oh, that's funny.
Because all these kids and their parents, the parents were like bringing the parking structure was just filled with people rolling their gaming chairs.
Oh, wow.
Super expensive.
Oh my god,
I was
it's like my
man,
nightmare, dude.
It's like 18 giant, like 20-inch crisp 4K monitors. I'm like, you guys are just like walking in these, like just swinging them around. I was like, man, you're giving me anxiety.
I feel like the parents are like, what the fuck am I fucking doing here?
Yeah,
Fucking
exactly.
damn it.
I was like, if I didn't, okay, size is one thing, organizational structure, which is what a lot of you guys' complaints, mine as well. I was just like, man, if I paid for this, I'd be so pissed. Not having paid, I was laughing my ass off because I'm watching all these people. What the fuck is this shit? This is bullshit. I'm like,
Oh my god. Evil,
Like-
dude.
this sucks.
Sucks, bruh.
Like, hey, Jay, let me take a VIP phone. Yeah, it was funny. But what was funnier was the other conventions that were there. There was a science convention,
no.
international cross borders, which I was like, okay, that's all right. And then apparently I saw like
church.
I saw a nun. I was like, what? And then I saw like 3 priests. I was like, what's going on? And then I literally saw those like Friar Tuck from like Robin Hood, like monk people. Yeah. Just like 5 of them. I was like,
I also saw a Gandalf with light balls.
I think of the Robin Hood,
the Disney one?
the Disney-
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that outfit. There was like 3 or 4 of them just walking by like, hey, let's go get that food truck. Get a lotte. It was weird but funny. But yeah. That was
would not do again.
no. I mean, I've been to better LAN parties.
Yeah.
And I've been to better conventions. So I think if I was like in your position, then Jang, then I would feel like there's great things to like make of it. But as a just exhibitor, like, oh, this is interesting. Like, yeah, I could do either of those things in better places.
I think it's crazy how it seems so segregated. Like, honestly, if I didn't know any better, I didn't even realize there was a downstairs. The only reason I even knew is because he said something.
Yeah.
And eventually, at some point, I'm walking, and it shows like a pillar with a map.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, where's the second section? Like, what the fuck?
Weird. So outside of that, the one other thing I did was karaoke with coworkers,
Mhm.
and we sang some songs. My throat is fucked.
Oh,
Yeah.
no wonder why. Okay,
Yeah, that's
now
fine.
I know. I thought you were sick, man.
No, it's both. Well, I sang down with the sickness.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That makes
Well,
sense.
and then we sang Corona and tequila.
Tequila.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Corona.
I sang some good songs. I sang All the Things She Said by Tattoo. I sang Wrecking Ball,
All the things you said, all the things you said.
running through my head.
Oh.
I sang
Same team.
DMX.
You should do the Smash Bros song.
You should have done Smash
Happy
Mouth
Together?
All Star.
Hey Now. Next time. Couple other ones. There was a bunch we all sang. Oh, they had a lot of Weird Al songs. It was pretty good. They had Men's Not Hot by Big Shaq.
Wow.
Which I was surprised. Like, boom, boom, skimpa.
Two plus two is four, quick maths.
Good math.
Damn.
So it just has all the
Yeah,
random.
it's like poot poot, skitty bop bop.
That is the song.
Round one.
So
Pretty good.
did you guys try it?
Yeah, no, we
Man's
did.
Not Hot?
Yeah,
Okay.
they love that song. And so we were just surprised they had it. We're like, let's put it. So yeah, that was fun. And then yeah, I'm kind of taking a break, but we kind of eased back into MVC a little bit. And
Do you have it at home?
Yeah.
Next time we hang out, can I beat you?
I mean, it's on here.
Let's do it right now.
So next
Ooh.
time I'll bring the
The
sticks.
podcast is getting paused right
Woo.
now.
I'll bring the sticks next time. Get ready. Thursday. I'll train.
I thought you said this was only for podcasting. What the heck happened, man?
I learned. I adapted.
I learned that this can be better.
Speaking of podcasting, let's get into our topics.
Oh my God! It hasn't even been the topics.
Oh, have you ever had a wedding?
No, so my topic. So there's obviously like the Corona scare, and people are backing out of specifically GDC. Like
Various conventions.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, it's unsure, but more than likely, GDC might be completely canceled.
A lot of like what Microsoft's backed out, Sony's backed out, Kojima Productions.
Individual huge people have backed out. So yeah, I mean, more than likely they'll cancel it. So,
I don't think Last Boss is going to be there. I heard.
No.
I heard he canceled.
Yeah.
So he's a lot of people.
VIP
gonna
line
back.
too long.
So I guess I just wanted to speculate, like, what are the possibilities of there being in the future, like a virtual or an all digital type of conference? Because that's always been the thing. Is like for these conferences, it's always a face to face. Like try out this game. But like with all the streaming, like they can literally set up like a location where people can just stream a demo, and then once this digital or virtual convention is over, they could just cancel that link to that, and people can't play that anymore. You know, it seems like there's just so many possibilities now for this. So, what do you guys think like a virtual convention can possibly contain, or the possibilities?
It'll happen soon. I don't know when.
Yeah.
Within the next
What if we
3
start-
years?
What if we do it?
Because I feel like people are trying to do that with virtual vacations and concerts and
The
I think-
Miku or whatever, the I don't know what's your name.
I think VR is going to push it. Not yet. Maybe within the next 3 years, but we'll have a virtual convention. You can buy your DreamHack. You can go to DreamHack. No,
You
I'm
can dream.
Good. I'm good.
In the game Dreams, which we played all of 5 seconds of.
Go in, leave. I'm good.
We tried it.
Soon, 3 years.
within 3 years.
It's already happening.
I don't know if it's going to be pay. Maybe in the beginning it's free, but no.
I would agree with it's happened like in
BlizzCon. They have the virtual ticket.
Oh, that's
Virtual
exactly what I'm
ticket.
talking about. You're right. That's exactly what
They
I'm
had,
talking about.
you can watch the concert. Yeah, yeah. Tell them I said hi.
No, you do it like this. Watch. Hello. Yeah.
We're doing the operation right now. It's just not. It's not going according to plan. We got his coworker. Yes.
we got him with the bard. Good choice, guys.
I mean, I think you're right. All the things you're saying, all the things you said, running through my head. The virtual ticket for BlizzCon, you get access to a lot of like all the panels.
I believe
think.
you also get the goodie bag. It gets mailed. to
You get like a virtual goodie bag, so like they have all their
all the
games.
digital content.
Yeah, there's a bunch of digital swag for it, which they've already kind of been doing that other conventions could do as well. Virtual
Yeah.
swag.
You don't smell the convention.
There's no smell. There's bathroom, no line.
Now without smell-o-vision.
And then the concerts you get to check out through VR or whatever. So I think it's partially there. Now a fully done virtual convention I think would be hard because it's like, are you no longer just walking through the convention or is it just you going through a website at that point?
I think the ideal setup would be like a combo. So there'll be like a virtual setup in a sense of like putting on goggles,
Okay.
like a virtual reality, and you
Like
can
a
walk
VR
through-
experience?
Yeah. So like, I mean, we have there's VR chat, and there's another
Do you
one
know
which I
the
don't-
way?
there's another one which I don't know the name of it, but they're both like similar to like an open world like VR thing. When you put on a headset, you're a character, or you can choose to be any character you want. And they've held conventions there. I was looking up a thing where like
Well, okay. Let me ask.
Mhm.
What could they offer in VR or online that you like to get out of conventions? Not everything, but just like what are some things that would translate?
in VR, I mean,
You're saying demos, you mentioned that.
they could honestly the whole thing can transfer because
The whole thing?
the whole thing.
What are the whole thing? Like list them.
So they could segregate it to sections. So they can have essentially a big giant room. They can segregate it to sections to say like this is Sony's booth. They could literally.
So you're
have-
talking about game conventions.
Well, I mean, not just game conventions, but like
For this example.
for this example, I mean, but you can change it to like they could have like a booth where it can either be a console that you could literally play. So as soon as you go up to the console, it like loads into a game and it's a demo of that game. Boom, like, and you're already in the like in the,
Okay.
like you already have
So
controllers
demos
in your
would work.
hands.
Demos would work.
If they're demoing like electronics, I mean, you won't be able to like physically try or see this electronic, but you can like same thing. It's a booth. You go up to it, and then like it loads the video, and it shows you a demo of this video of this product or something like that. But obviously, like, yeah, there's physical limitations where you can't see this product.
There'd be
But-
no merch.
Okay, so no
Maybe
no
you
merch.
could do
Virtual.
merch, but
Possibility, yeah.
I mean you can't get it right then and there. and
Yeah, you can
look
do
at it.
multiple. Like you can do merch to where like your character that avatar gets to keep it. Like you can load it in every time from that point on.
What else
Like
do we do at
exclusive.
conventions?
Meet people.
Meet and
That's-
greet.
I don't know how.
You can, dude. Like the way they did it, it wasn't that great. But Fortnite, they had the
Star
director of
Wars?
Star Wars,
Yeah,
and
but
then
you didn't really get to talk to people.
no, right. But like, I mean, they can set it up to where he like sits in one location and people can talk to him. I mean, it's gonna get crazy because like a million people around him and like, oh my god, let me move you. And he's like,
Art.
what the?
I think another thing that's common in a lot of conventions is artist alleys.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That may or may not. I don't think there's as much conversation or commissions,
Yeah.
but they could display artwork
Yeah,
at a part of it.
but they're also limited to the people like
Signings,
have the
though.
money. That
I
yeah,
don't think that would translate. I don't know.
That
I-
wouldn't translate. Yeah,
The
so
oth-
we're talking about like
The one other part that I don't think would, which is some conventions, this is the biggest draw. Not all. Not the GDCs,
Yeah.
not the E3s, but the anime expos, the Comic Cons, the Wonder Cons, the cosplay. I don't think that would translate. Like, there's no way
yeah.
you could get that anywhere. That's people go to these things for like the meetups.
Yeah.
For all the photo ops, for anything involving photos, like that would be lost.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, what is still there, and is that like an experience at that point? Because like a convention is offering you like a weekend experience or a day experience at whatever.
Mm-hmm. I don't get to see beautiful San Diego when I get out of the convention.
Like, yeah, that's true. I mean, but when you go to Comic-Con, half of the things you're experiencing aren't the convention floor, the shops and stuff, which is, I mean, it's part of
Yeah,
it, but
it's
the other
smell,
part is like
Crowdiness.
The food.
the what are those things you do outside, like that you've done the last 2 years?
Oh, the
free stuff?
Comic Con, yeah.
No, like the
booths,
the Mario
experiences.
Yeah, the experiences.
Yeah.
And maybe they could translate that somehow, but like
It's
there's
an
something
experience.
about
Yeah, they could. I mean, if they get really creative, they can kind of do something crazy. But
I do think for like what you're saying for like the GDCs, where it's like that and E3,
Yeah.
I could very much see like, hey, we have a press conference. People are already watching these on streams
yeah,
anyway.
yeah, exactly.
People want to play demos. I think the only issue with that is the infrastructure for like how much server. Like if let's say Animal Crossing had a demo, and they were like, okay, let's do it through this online thing,
Mhm.
it would fucking get bottlenecked.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, shit.
What's funny too is when I was thinking about it, like I was thinking about like literally like a PlayStation convention or GDC or E3, like where you can just simply see a video of them doing introductions and you can demo out stuff like by streaming. And so that's what I was thinking. And then you bring up Comic-Con, I'm like, oh fuck, oh shit, it doesn't work. But
a way they could circumvent that real quick is instead of worrying, like the thing you hate about a convention like E3 or PAX or whatever is the line.
Yes.
I think one thing that you could do that I think PSX did that would work well if I was at home is like start of the day, let's say Saturday.
put them all in
I
the
know
merch
that
room.
all these demos will be available on the PSX server. And as soon as the clock hits, you queue up. You're like, all right, you're in the lobby. These are the demos available. Pick your time slot. All right, we're going to let 10 people run the Last of Us demo at this time slot. So it kind of like prevents an overload to the servers.
And if it's people being disappointed going in line and then all of a sudden like, nope, no
Well,
more.
there might be disappointment, but it's like much more prevented versus like 3,000
Yeah.
bajillion people trying to just do Last of Us and everyone else is like, no one's playing our demo. Like, we're not getting any.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, you were going to say though before.
No, I was just because so far we've talked about like a virtual reality experience with goggles, but that same experience can also translate into on a website.
Yeah.
So, similar to what like Blizzard does their virtual ticket.
Yeah.
So then it's not just inclusive to just one group, so everyone can try it. So
Yeah.
both they do a website experience and a virtual reality experience. I think it would be a really cool combo for let's say like a GDC or one of
An
these.
E3.
One of these electronic kind of expos would work really well because we have so many things now. We can do stream services, so they can literally stream those demos, and then once it's done, they can cancel that stream, and people can't play the demo, and that's
Yeah.
it. There's no downloading to the game. I think it's just there's so many possibilities. But I agree with Jang. I think it will come. 3 years. I think we'll see something similar to what Blizzard has done as a virtual ticket. They'll probably try to take ownership and be like, we're the first ones to ever do this. People will agree, and then they'll blow up and be like the best. They'll be the number one for a while.
Maybe.
But you brought it up. Blizzard did it first.
Possibly.
I mean, that's my topic.
I'm trying to think of what else they could do.
TwitchCon can have a virtual
I mean,
ticket.
like Nintendo is already like you think of E3 even, and they're not even there. Like, I mean, they are there on the show floor, but like the press conference side of it, they got a direct already, and it's just on YouTube. So a lot of the like, I don't know what like I think the networking is another part you lose out on. I think like you were trying to say there would be chat stuff. I think that's just like a forum,
Yeah.
and the benefit of going to a convention is like, oh, I waited to talk to this artist. I've been wanting to like talk to him about like his ideas. I have a pitch, or whatever. TwitchCon, you're going there to meet like-minded people. I mean, you could already like a lot of that conversation and networking you can't do.
It doesn't
Just in
translate the
Discord.
same. Like you can go in a chat room where these same people are there, but you lose track of who you're talking to. Like there's so many things going on.
Even if it's a one-on-one though, I feel like people are doing that right now anyway, but like meeting people, there's something different about meeting someone in person
Yeah.
versus like how do you find that person on like in a Discord or something like
but you also like when you see someone physically, like you see who they are,
Yeah.
how they're acting, how they present themselves.
Sure.
And it gives you a better understanding of that person, which works out a lot better than just chatting over the web. Yeah, I agree.
Interesting stuff. I'm curious. Do you guys think GDC is going to get canceled? I saw a map, and it showed just like it was two sections, two blocks. The second block was all pretty much removed,
They
but
might-
everything else was like Google, Facebook. No, not Facebook. And a bunch of indie people.
Dude, they might cancel the Olympics.
Yeah. Dick Pound. is-
The Olympics is going to be in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're huge. Like they're
They've been-
very very cautious. They canceled
An
an
anime.
Yeah, an anime
convention.
convention. Which I mean, honestly, coming from like Japan, I think it makes sense. Like they're very cautious. Like there's already restaurants like no foreigners. Like and like not
What's
just
crazy is like Olympics is
like, huge
Money.
huge.
infrastructure. How do you shift that? Like,
See,
how
but
do you
that's-
take something and be like,
But that's what I love about Japan. Like they're being like, it's all about their residents first, like their locals first. Like
But it's
they're
gonna
like,
bring-
if this, Because if it's gonna bring money, but like, what's the point of having all this money if everyone's gonna have this?
No,
you know,
I'm just saying, like, how? I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, even if they say, "Hey, it's can't," like, the money sink
Yeah.
that it puts them in,
Yeah.
or the shit that, like,
But
organizationally, like,
At
how do you
least
shift everything?
I know that they're willing to take that hit money wise, but obviously there's a reputation, and that's something that I think would damage them more than anything else. Like if they do it too late, if they announce like, hey, this is canceled, and people have like, I've already booked my trip, I've already like,
Yeah.
that would
People probably already have.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is like, yeah,
exactly, yeah. I don't know, like the anime one, like they were like, no, this is like done. We're not even pushing this back. Like this convention's
That
done.
sucks for those guys who
Yeah.
organizes.
Yeah, and it was like,
well, I'm thinking of like
few
Olympics. I'm
weeks.
thinking of the athletes too. They're training,
Right.
and then it's
This
like,
may be their only time to fucking compete. And
yeah.
because like those age groups, like once you go beyond like another half year, you're like, no, you're past your prime.
I know.
Coach is like
It's just
cut.
crazy.
So I don't know. It's
Well,
crazy stuff.
Russia's banned. Yeah, so.
Anyway, next topic. Today of the day of this recording,
Which is
Thursday, February 27th.
Someone's birthday.
okay.
Someone's birthday.
24. Your topic.
Oh, it's not someone.
Oh,
Something.
I'm personifying it.
You lost. I was
24th
like, huh?
birthday. 24th birthday.
It's the 24th birthday.
Who's 24 years old?
Pokemon.
Whoa, he's 24 years old.
She is 24.
Holy shit!
Wow. Gender
I'm
assumption.
Sorry, I know. Fuck.
Fuck.
They are 24 years old.
Yeah, today is Pokemon Day, as Jang was teasing, dropping little teases. And I kind of want to talk about Pokemon a little bit.
Okay.
So, I know we've talked about Pokemon several
Yeah,
times in
never
the
played
past.
it,
Never played it. New game.
Indie
New
Indie
Plus.
game. Small time.
game freak.
Just quickly, or not quickly, just like go through what are some of your few like favorite Pokemon over the years that you either now or in the past.
From the original 150, Dragonite and
Hey.
Dragonair.
Just all of
Woo!
it. All of it.
Oh, all of them then. Yeah.
Do the Pokemon song. You wanna be the best?
No, I'm just saying like that's
oh
like my
God,
top.
That's
Right now.
so go
Like that's like
go for it.
I'm
Who
already
was
there.
it?
Yeah, we're at the top. We're on Mount.
I don't think the viewers
Fiji.
heard.
Both Dragonair and Dragonite, which is an Dragonair is, and then the evolution is Dragonite.
What I never understood was how it went from like, okay, Dratini, Dragonair, you're like,
Dratini.
makes sense, that evolution.
Blue.
And then you're like, Dragonair, Barney. Just becomes Barney. Weirdest jump.
I don't know why, dude. Like Dragonair was always. No, wait. Dragonite is the final form. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dragonite was always been my favorite, like from the get go.
Yeah.
But I don't know more like late throughout the years, like Dragonair has always been like a. It seems like it's a very like elegant styled Pokemon to me
Yeah.
that can wreck shit still. Like, and I think that's why I appreciate it because like. Someone like new to the game would be like, "Oh, that's a cute Pokemon," and he kills everything.
Yeah, it's sleek.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's the Lamborghini.
So that's my. I don't know if we can do like a ring around maybe.
Sure. Growing up, Snorlax, I don't know. Something about him. He was similar where it was like not cute, but like
Blocking the road. Fucking piece of shit.
I was always nervous because I was like, I knew I wanted him, but I knew there was only 2 chances. And even though like I could save
Yeah.
and remember for,
Save
but I was like,
So scared.
I gotta get him. I
Save
gotta
still?
get him. Not cheating. And something about him was like he looked like a Totoro. He looked friendly, but at the same time he could fuck shit up. And like whenever I played in the original games, he was one of my 6 Pokemon, and I maxed them out. And my friend was like, "I could be your Mewtwo is the reason you're winning." I was like, "Nah, dude. You play with my Mewtwo. I'll train him." And fucking like see if he beats me, and I used my Snorlax and I beat him. I was like, "See, motherfucking Snorlax, bitch!"
And then he didn't trade the V2 back. He's like,
I was
mine
like,
now.
"What?
Like,
What the fuck?"
he's like, mine now.
You obviously don't need him because you could beat me without it.
Beat him with it. Snorlax, yeah, I love
Okay,
Snorlax.
nice.
Shiny Charizard.
Oh,
The
Cheater.
design, dude.
Fucking
black.
cheater,
all
dude.
black, everything.
We're talking about the card though, shiny card.
Yeah.
Oh,
10,000,
holographic?
the $15,000
$15,000.
card. No, I'm not talking about the card. I'm talking about the shiny colored version of Charizard.
When did you learn about shinies in Pokemon? Like when it was first coming out, or like way later? You're
Way
like,
later,
oh,
dude.
way later.
Like maybe Diamond.
For all I
Yeah.
know, I could have found a fucking shiny in one of the classics and not even fucking know. Actually,
mean-
does the classics have it like red and blue?
I don't think so.
No. Okay, then I wouldn't have it on those. But I don't. When did I find out? I feel like I found out like on Diamond or something.
Yeah, Diamond and Pearl for me.
Because I remember at some point I was like actively shining hunting and I never found one that still.
I could,
All
I
I'm
would do
saying
like
is-
those techniques.
Charizard looks better than Dragonite. Just don't at me.
You don't know anything.
Damn, you guys gonna battle?
My next Pokemon. This one is because in previous Pokemon, it's always been a very rare Pokemon. I think it only came out like at a certain time in the day. Drifloon.
Oh,
Oh, the
It's
ghost,
balloon ghost. Yeah.
purple Nurples.
Yeah.
the shiny of that one,
What color is it?
gold. I got a few
You have a few Drifloons.
shiny
Gold.
ones.
Oh,
I went hard trying to
I
find this motherfucker.
love gold.
very hard. No, yeah. So Drifloon, I don't know. Like it's always been. So when I first saw it in this brand new game, I was like, I gotta catch it, and I caught it, and then proceeded to see a whole shit ton of them pop up, and I'm like, oh, it's not rare here.
I remember one of the games you had to like lather honey on a tree and he like comes.
That's the one, and I think it only at a certain time of the day.
Da
or something.
honey.
Yeah. So that's one of them.
Okay. Blastoise.
Okay.
Just I got blue version
Bazookas.
because the art on the cover it was like Tank Boy. Just he was
Big.
ready to fuck shit up. He had fucking cannons.
Both Squirtle Squad and fucking.
Yeah, and like his upbringing, like of the starters, I was like, I like his beginnings. Squirtle, War Turtle looks pretty cool. He's got his wings and shit, pretty alright. But then Blastoise is like motherfucking tank,
Got guns.
guns, son. It's like, and then his Mega Evolution,
He was
he's got
Digimon before
guns on his
Digimon.
arms, and then
Mega Man.
yeah, he's just like gunman. Boom.
He was a Digimon before Digimon.
100%. I don't know, just the artwork of the original covers. That style was like peak.
Yeah,
Pokemon
I have
art
blue. I
style.
still have my blue cartridge. I probably need to change out the battery though. Pretty sure it's dead.
It's gone.
Legendary. Not a shiny.
Fucking hard.
I don't know what the
I
shiny
know it
looks like.
is.
Yeah, because I've mentioned it before.
Yeah,
On the last one.
Rayquaza. Yeah, that's
No,
crazy.
wait,
No.
but that is my
know,
last
it's
third
Ray-
one. That's my
Rai or
third
whatever.
one. But Darkrai.
Yeah.
I just think he looks.
I don't know
really
what
cool.
the shiny looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what the shiny.
Is there
but-
even a shiny
Yeah.
of it?
But
There's
like,
shiny everything.
Every-
also,
Everything? Nah, I
he
don't
puts
believe
you
it.
to sleep, and I wish I had him so I could I could sleep easily.
Does he have like Dream Eater?
Dream hack.
Yeah.
Dream hack.
Dream hack the world. My next Pokemon is Gengar. Dude, I've always thought like, dude, I felt like back in the classic games, Ghost is OP as fuck, dude. Like there
Wasn't that many.
physical couldn't fucking harm them, and there wasn't much you can do. Obviously, if you had like any type of elemental attack, but like you literally cut off like a whole type that can hit him, and it was amazing. And I've loved all three evolution looks of Gengar. It's Ghastly, Huntar, and
I like Haunter a lot.
yeah, he's got like he's really cool. He's underrated because I think Ghastly and Gengar both get like the most recognition.
Oh, Haunter's underrated. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, Gengar.
Gengar is one I learned to appreciate more now.
Yeah, because
Like,
you have his suit now, huh?
suit. I got the polo. I got a thing in my car. No, he's just. I like how like scheming he is. He's just mischievous. And it's just perfect. Like his design, everything
Yeah.
is just like looks like it looks like an evil Snorlax. Snorlax is like the peaceful one, and then Gengar's like the same big round thing, but he's just like. That's a good one. Mine, I would say, is another one is Scyther. Similar to your Dragonair, he's got that coolness, and also he was pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't say in the video games he was very useful. In the card game, in the original card game, one of the top OP decks was a Haymaker deck. The way a Haymaker deck worked was you had Scyther, Electabuzz, Hitmonchan. They all needed 1 to 2 energy at most, and you were getting like 20 to 40 damage off with each hit. So like literally, you could just hit the gate running, just smacking the shit out of everything, and it was very easy to set up. And I was like, man, this deck is so fun.
He had like a double hit, right, or something like that.
I don't know,
Okay.
but he also looked cool. And then like I skipped gold and silver, but I later learned to love Scizor as
red,
well. I was
yeah.
like, Scizor's
That
pretty
guy
badass.
looks. He's very round, but I still like the original Scyther.
Sure.
So Vargas already said the name.
Messed up.
The shiny
Just
version.
trying to make a fucking joke. and
Oh.
I don't know.
Rayquaza.
Mm.
I'll block everything.
Yeah, boy.
think. Just looks.
This boy.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Shiny?
He looks cool.
That's shiny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's not shiny.
it's fucking Shenron, bro. Yeah, Rayquaza is fucking awesome.
Nice. Rayquaza is pretty cool. My next one. I think honestly, this is definitely because of the classic fucking show, dude. You got to catch them all. Want to be the very best. Pikachu. Pikachu, because I think he is. Obviously, the show kind of shows the way every Pokemon is, because well, at least the original 150 when it had it. But like Pikachu was like the main guy in this show. Like it was him and Ash, and I mean you got to love Pikachu, and it became such a huge thing that like they literally came out with a game where you have Pikachu follow you, just like the way it does it with Ash, Pokemon Yellow, dude. And of course, I picked that bitch up.
You picked that bitch up. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Never evolve into Raichu. Just saying.
Messed up. Holding him back. Holding him back.
Press B.
Everstone.
Ding, 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 beat.
Tyranitar.
Ooh.
I love
That's good.
Godzilla. That's the closest thing to fucking Godzilla in these games. That's enough said.
This one's another legendary from Diamond and Pearl. Palkia. Shiny.
Evangelion?
Get into Pokemon, Shinji. Da, 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 da. I don't know. The shiny version looks really cool. So.
Can you remind me what the shiny
Yeah, I
version?
think it's like turquoise. It's like white and turquoise. It's not
okay.
purple. so
Instead of
it's-
the white and purple?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the white and purple, dude. That's
White and
Shinji,
purple,
bro.
white and purple.
Shinji.
an-
Palkia is one of my favorites.
another one. This one was also a hard one to get because you had to play Casino. Anyone know?
Porygon?
Yeah.
One? Porygon original?
Yeah, the original.
Okay.
Yeah. Porygon 2, I mean,
And then there's
cool look. but
Pokemon Z? Porygon Z?
I don't even know what that one looks like.
It's just more.
It's just some more shapes. But yeah, the original Porygon number 1, type 1, or
Numero
whatever you want to
uno.
call it.
That's
That
cool.
one was. I don't think I ever really used him competitively or like even in my regular team, but I always try to like complete my Pokedex, so I always got it.
My last one. Bidoof. The little beaver.
Badoof. He's a
Because-
catch-all be-all, dude.
Because when I evolved him into his second form,
yeah.
all the TMs he could learn, I was like, you fucking learn everything. And I was like, I EV trained one in Diamond and Pearl, and then I played locally with like some friends, and I would always start with him in my fight, and they're like, what the fuck? I don't even know. Do I switch out? Do I leave it? What? And I would just be like, I don't care what you bring out. Super effective. And I literally had a paper where I was like, kill count. My Bidoof has killed 13 people's Pokemons. Embarrassment. Shame on you.
Shame.
The bell. Shame.
Delete the game.
Shame.
Sell the copy to GameStop.
Go home. Uninstall your game.
Uninstall your game. What'd you say to me, little shit? Yeah. I love Bidoof.
That's funny. He's
My last
Sleeper.
one. Unique Pokemon. 3 makes it into 1.
Regigigas?
Regigigas. I always call him Gygas. I don't know. Regigigas? Gygas?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait,
think-
is that
it's
the
cool.
sword?
No.
No. He's
I'll
like
show
this like tree ice.
He's a Megazord.
You mean
Yeah.
Trent? The Trent tree? The pumpkin that
Is he
turns into a
legendary?
tree?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if I know this Pokemon. Holy fuck.
Regigigas.
So,
Do I know it? It sounds like you're trying to say like veggie.
VeggieTales.
Oh my gosh.
That's 3 Pokemon.
yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah,
It's 3
they
legendaries
take
in one?
they take Reggie Ice,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Regirock,
Regirock.
They all look like
Regice?
Oh, my God.
Regice.
Registeel?
Registeel.
Registeel has a pretty cool. I like his.
Ooh.
He's not bad.
No, I hate OP characters. Fuck that guy. I like the underdogs.
He's not that
Doof.
OP.
Underdog of all underdogs.
My boy.
Wooloo's a shout out to Wooloo.
Wooloo.
If I had
Shiny
to choose a
Wooloo.
legendary, I think Celebi. Or a mystic. I don't know.
Shaman.
I'm all about the classics.
Shaman.
Mew?
No. Well, Mewtwo, Mew as well. Mewtwo.
Shaman.
No. But Celebi is my.
Little
Isn't it considered? Isn't Mew? Isn't there like mystical? type-
Mythical.
Mythical. And that
Mew is-
Jari.
No, Jirachi.
Jirachi.
Jirachi
Yeah,
is.
but
this
no,
one.
but isn't Celebi considered a mythical?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Celebi would be my legendary / mythical,
Okay.
but he's also one of like the more original ones rather than like all these new crazy ones.
He's second gen, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Groudon and Kyogre. It was like
Kyogre is the
whale.
whale
Yeah.
wing.
Groudon was the Godzilla prehistoric.
Oh,
I was
you
like,
didn't even
claws.
choose him, dude. That's more of
no, Tyranitar, dude. It's fucking spikes.
Substitute.
Groudon's pretty good, dude.
Isn't there another? Isn't there like a T-Rex looking one now, or no?
There's a T-Rex with a beard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not in Pokemon Go. There's a lot of dragons.
It's in this new game though, isn't there? I'm missing it. I think it's
It's
in.
in
not
X and
in
Y.
Shield,
It's in X and Y.
Okay.
What's the wackest Pokemon?
The wackest?
The keychain.
Magikarp.
Something about Rotom. I don't like Rotom.
Rotom.
It just turns into a refrigerator or a lawnmower or whatever. I'm like,
He's
fucking
technically
ho-
like, he's like the Pokedex. In like
it doesn't.
I caught him though, in case you guys need him.
Okay. I think the funniest one is Ditto. He just fucks anything.
Or those Ditto, like Charmanders in the spacing.
Yeah.
I hate that they do this thing where you're not necessarily forced to, but there are a lot of Pokemon that you cannot breed that same type unless you use
Ditto.
Ditto. And
Yeah.
I hate that. Like, I wish there was a combination. Like, do the Ditto as the easy method, but have like a
Make-
more advanced method that would be really enjoyable just to try
Really
to do it in case-
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon had these like bugs.
Ultra?
They had these weird bugs and like they look like bacteria, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like I don't know. I did not like the design at all.
You know what I didn't like? Unknowns.
Really?
Yeah, it was
The only reason I liked
out
them
of
was
fucking
because
control.
yeah,
And I try to collect every single one. Fucking hell.
I still don't have them all.
Like on top, like you catch one and it counts for your Pokedex, but nah, I'm
No,
trying
it
to catch
doesn't.
every letter.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yes and no. Like
In
if I
the
go to
old
my
school, I think it only mattered for one, but now it's like, no, catch every letter. And it's like, god damn it.
so if I go to it on my Pokedex in Pokemon Go, it has it filled in the Pokedex. Where is it? There it is. So it has it filled right there.
Yeah,
But
when
then you
select
click it, it shows you all the letters you have and don't have, and I'm missing like
Can you?
I'm missing 5 letters.
Can you get those here, or are those like exclusive to other locations?
They will randomly show up, but they really only show up when you're at a convention or
Okay.
something. The only reason I thought they were kind of cool was there was the Entei movie
Yeah.
with the 3 dogs, and when they showed up, it was kind of epic. I was like, "What the fuck is this? Some mythical epic shit." So I was like, "All right, I don't."
With our powers combined.
They're like ancient Pokemon language that's alive. I was like, "All right, I can get into it." But yeah, that's my topic. Pokemon Day. Oh no, I did have it a second part. I was just curious if, having said all the different types and
Mhm,
crazy
mhm.
things we've seen, what is one you would like to see get made? Like a dragon or like a streaming Pokemon or like I don't know.
Like create one or like a new type.
You would want them to be like, it could be a combination, it could be whatever, just like design or combination of types or a new type or whatever. Just one idea. One.
Fuck, dude. I mean, like there's always.
Just one.
I would do a robot. I mean, like I'm a huge
So like
fan of
a sort of like a
robots.
mech looking thing?
Yeah,
Shinji?
mech one. I would probably stick with the more recent, the Pacific Rim. Maybe the what's the main
Jaegers.
Yeah, the Jaegers. What's the
Okay.
main one? Pacific Rim, I think it's called, or
No, Gypsy Danger.
Gypsy Danger.
Something looks
Yeah,
like
something
that.
with like a thing in the middle.
Okay,
Similar like Iron Man, like it's its power source.
Okay. that'd be
And
cool.
like it'll do like a fucking hyper beam type attack.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Jay?
I don't know if they have this. A psychic fighting type,
They
one with
do.
the big head.
Not like that.
Actually,
And
it's
Very
the Hawk
We're about to get big brain mode.
yeah.
Mania, or what's his name?
Haloncha?
Yeah, Halongcha. Isn't
He's
it?
flying fighting.
Flying fighting. Never mind.
Psychic fighting. He's fuck you up mentally and like fuck you up physically.
He's like, he plays mind games with you. Fucking verbal abuse.
And then goes for the slap.
Yeah. That'd be good. I like that. I mean, they've kind of danced around it. There's like a one in the Sword and Shield that's an octopus guy. I want like something I want it to be a legendary or mythical, but it's like Cthulhu like.
Octotillery or some shit like that.
I would like something like the one boss, one of the bosses in
Breedus.
Yeah, like a Pokemon version of a Breedus.
Do you know like the lore behind Cthulhu? How like if someone physically sees him, they go mad.
Yeah,
So that'd be
cosmic.
cool if he had like a
Damn.
an innate
Insanity ability.
where it's like confusion when it sees it. Your Pokemon's immediately confused. What am I saying right now?
Well, I wanted to be sort of like maybe paralysis,
Yeah.
maybe confusion, but it would be like insanity.
Their face turns to ditto.
Like-
the smile.
Its
Have you ever
ability
had
is
a
called
dream?
insanity, and it has the ability to either cause paralysis or
Fuck you up.
confusion.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I would love to see that concept, but as a Pokemon design, like kind of cutified. People, they would obviously be selling plushies of this.
Just a side note: Boulder Gate Street's coming out, and it's
HP
like,
Lovecraft stuff.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
I'm very interested.
You know, there is a HP Lovecraft game out.
Bloodborne?
Yeah, no one cares about it.
2015.
Oh yeah, the expansion for Bloodborne. I'm gonna probably get Borderlands. Is gonna be HP Lovecraft.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, there's a
It's
game
just-
that came out in 2015 that has HP Lovecraft.
There's also
What
there's
game?
a newer one.
Bloodborne.
Too.
Really?
No one cares about that game though.
So if you look at the actual lore of it, I know that Bloodborne has its own lore, but is it very much?
I don't know
Lovecraft or
much
no?
about HP Lovecraft. I don't know the lore. Dude, I put 300 hours into this game. So when people say, oh, what's Bloodborne about? I say, you fight werewolves and then you fight aliens. And I was like, that's the game, dude.
I think I would say it's inspired by HP Lovecraft, but it's not like that same.
It's its
type-
own lore.
Yeah, it's its own lore.
Okay.
It is, yeah. They're trying to call into I don't know the story. Fuck, it's fucking weird, dude. It's a weird
there was
story.
one of the ones where you were trying to stream while you were eating, and you're like,
Yeah.
let's just watch a little bit, and I was like, there's a lot here.
yeah.
There's a lot here.
I was
Okay.
like,
Let me unpack
Nani?
this.
Does Sekiro have as much?
no, Secure's straight up Japanese like folklore. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my topic.
Have you ever had a dream? If so,
Dreamhead.
Animal Crossing's coming out.
Mr.
Um,
Nook?
I guess a lot of Twitter questions is, damn, I don't know what to name my island. And that is a hard one to do because it's kind of like if you bring people over, they kind of judge you like, oh, another Hyrule? Like, so it's kind of like, yeah, let's go hang out at this place, but it has to be a creative name. So what? I don't even remember what fucking my towns are called, but what would you name your Animal Crossing town? And then the second one is your gamer tag or username. What is it, and what is the origin behind it? Animal Crossing. I don't even know. I'm
So
gonna be
my
honest.
So is it a
Why the fuck
town
you
or an
giving us this
island?
thing if you don't
It's
even-
Mm.
an island in this one, but it's always been town.
I know it's a
Yeah,
town.
you can always name it. You can always
Well,
name
I'm trying to think of names that would be like,
Gilligan's Island.
that. I
So-
feel like that one will be done.
it. Isn't the bird called Gilligan or is that
Gulliver.
Gulliver?
Mine's gonna be called Temptation Island.
So mine, I would do something.
I will have apples and snakes.
You know, there's a TV show called Temptation.
I know,
Yeah,
and
so
that's what I was thinking. of.
season 5.
This is a working title, but I would probably do
Oh, that's
something.
your island name.
A working title.
I would probably name it like Far Away, but I would spell it out phonetically. So I'd put like FARROW and then like WHEY or some shit like that. Far away. I wouldn't know. I would probably.
200
like
IQ over here. That's not bad.
I don't know, but I mean, working title. Works.
Working title. My backup was Pleasure Island, but I like Temptation
whoa.
Island.
This is- what kind of island am I getting myself into?
Bang Bros.
Fantasy Island.
Ooh, the plane, boss.
Where-
The plane.
Yeah. Boss.
The plane. The plane.
God damn.
Tom Nook is just like, yeah,
Our age is showing. Like,
where all your dreams come
Mine's gonna be called Candyman.
true.
Candyman. No, it's
Candy
Candy.
Haynes.
I don't know. I want to name it Yarnum from Bloodborne, but it won't. It's like the opposite of Yarnum. So
Name it Laurel.
Yanni. Meet me at Yanni's. We mean Laurel's?
Wait, did you say Laurel?
I don't know.
Yarnum?
I actually don't know. And then the second part, your username, gamer tag.
That I have? Cujo
So,
Prime?
like, so yeah, you've used that like in different locations. Like, what's the story behind it? Like, what?
Okay, so the story, first part, Cujo.
Well, you have more than one.
I've had more
Clarence.
than one. I've had Clarence. I've had
We
more
need
than
some
that.
explain.
I mean,
we need some
I had more
explanations.
than one too, but I'm gonna do my main one. Which
Well, I'm gonna do all of them.
Oh,
I only
okay.
have two.
So do you want me to start at the beginning?
Clarence.
Clarence.
Explanation.
so I was born,
So
and someone was
I-
like, "Clarice."
I'd always been Cujo Prime, but I was like, I want to make a new. I want to like Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I was like, I want to make a new name. I want to get into it, and I was like, I want to try new weapons that I've never played before. And I was really big on heavy bowgun. I'm like, I've always wanted to learn heavy bowgun. I'm gonna try it. Start playing, and the whole reason I picked Clarence was Clarence Boddicker. He's like guns, 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 guns,
Okay.
and I was like, all right, it's fun. I can be Clarence. I was like, it's got a nice name, and yeah, I just went with
And the
Clarence.
rest is history.
Yeah, that was. They didn't put much thought into it. So I was Clarence.
All right, but Cujo Prime though.
Cujo Prime. I was a kid. I had a lot of nicknames given to me. I didn't like a lot of them. It was a lot of like bullies and shit, stuff like that. And a lot of people would also have a hard time saying my name. They like crash, like they couldn't just fucking inflections every which way.
Phonetically.
Yeah,
So
there's-
just say phonetically.
I was like, Ku Roche. Like, fucking, what's your IQ? Like, how hard is it? Honestly, like, I had teachers just be like,
yeah.
and I was like, yeah, it's me. Here, attendance. And with friends, I always wanted to go by something shorter. And I was like, just call me Cujo. Because the first two letters of my first name are KU. The first two letters of my last name are JO. So I was like, Cujo.
And now it makes that.
And
monster.
I never knew about the Stephen King reference.
Oh.
And so when I was telling people, he's like, "Oh, just call me Cujo." He's like, "Oh, like the dog?" I was like, "Sure, if you know a dog named Cujo." Like I was like, "I don't know."
You mean Scooby Doo?
And then they were like, "I see it. You're like a beast, boy, man. You're like a dog.
Beast man.
Like you're like dog. I like it. I like it, Cujo."
I'll take
And
it.
so they went
Start
with Cujo
petting
for
it.
a long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanted. There's more to it. And reading comics at the time. I always loved Superboy Prime. I thought he was a very interesting
Wow.
He's
character.
cool.
I would have gone with Optimus Prime.
I know that's.
Super Bowl Prime's cool, dude.
I like Superboy Prime just because he was like an Anakin sort of character, kind of spoiled, misunderstood, and then he just fucking goes off the Richter scale and becomes an evil person. And I was like, I like that Prime. I don't know, something about it was kind of cool.
Oh.
So I was like, Cujo Prime. And then I was like, oh, it works too because I love Transformers, Optimus Prime. Okay, kind of catch all. So I was like, all right, Cujo Prime. And that's where that came from. And I was like, all right, it's prime time.
Nice.
Yeah. That's Cujo Prime. Sometimes I used to hyphenate it, and then I was like, nah, it's just Cujo Prime, just all together. So that's me.
I don't remember the origins of
What? Have you ever had a?
I thought because you didn't like hot marmalade.
Nah. No. So Cold Marmalade is a newer one.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So you should know that.
Yeah.
At least.
That one. So that one came about because I don't know. I was looking at different streamers' names, and like a lot of them are quirky. I didn't want to, and I wanted to start over. I didn't want to like. I've already started streaming with my original, which is the Fulio, and I'll get into that one. but I wanted to like.
Do
I
you have
kind
the
of wanted to
Instagram
start.
name?
I wanted to start fresh. So I wanted to build something, and I was thinking about like really quirky names, and I don't know. I was actually gonna do something else. I was trying to do
Molasses.
I was trying to do jelly or something like that, but like literally every combination of jelly and something was like taken. I'm
Cosby's
like,
Jello.
I was like, and I literally was like,
Shit.
other words for jelly. You
should've done-
marmalade. I was like, perfect.
You should have done boysenberry, but been like boys in. Like,
Boysenberry. Ooh.
So
Okay.
I went with, and I was like, I'm not gonna eat marmalade hot, cold marmalade. No, I don't know. It was something like that. So.
all right.
Um,
But your main one.
Which that'll be my streaming one, but my main one is the Fulio. I feel like in high school, I think I've always been kind of like a jokester. I've always made people laugh, and
Well, I
people
haven't
always
seen
like.
Wild Vargas. That must have been Wild Vargas, because shit.
I don't know. So I've had in high school, I was part of like a media type of academy, like an experimental media academy thing. And so the when you were in that program, the school chose your electives, and they were all technology related.
Okay.
And so in those classes, we had to work with like making games on Adobe Flash, stuff like that. And one of them was using Adobe Premiere, so we had to make like essentially movies. I don't know how it happened, but I became the star on like on the story that we wanted to do, and it was Daredevil Dan D3.
Damn, Wild Vargas.
And so, but anyways,
Vargas.
I was always I was always like making people laugh, and
Okay.
like so people would call me like Fulio, like what's up Fulio, what's up like fool, like.
Okay.
And I was like, and I guess I kind of like took it under my wing, and I kind of just accepted it
mine now.
on a like.
Well, someone else took it on
in-
Instagram.
It wasn't a lot of people that would call me that. It was only specific people. Everyone
Yeah.
else would just be like Daredevil Dan, essentially.
Triple D.
And I don't know. I took it kind of like an online persona. I started using that, and then I remember out of high school, I went to college, and I did like I continued like the whole kind of high tech multimedia type thing. So I went to I moved to Arizona. And then there, I created a website called thefulio.com. And I was trying to think of like comedian, and I literally did like a gesture. I did like the little hat, like the 3-point hat, as like the logo with the Fulio, and it was literally just like.
So if I
clothing.
were to go there right now,
It no longer. I don't own it, so I don't know. I stopped paying for that thing.
that guy, Instagram guy, took it.
Casey Neistat took it.
yeah, on Instagram.
368, 365.
The way that I lost the Instagram one, I originally did own the Fulio on Instagram, and then there was this huge scare that like Instagram's gonna like sell all your information, like all that's gonna leak, and I was like, I'm gonna delete it before they do this. So I literally just deleted my account, and then turned out it wasn't gonna happen. Like it was just like a standard thing. It just people just blew it up. And so I was like, I'm gonna make it again. It's taken already. I was like, what the fuck? And I was just trying to think. I'm like, all right, 365. It's like, you know, my whole life on this fucking program. And then I looked for like the Fulio. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker swooped in and took that shit. And it's been 3 years since he's used it, and he hasn't fucking used
Messed
it.
up.
God damn it. But that's how I lost it off with that. But yeah, the Fulio.
That's how you got it and lost it. The rise and fall.
So I've stuck with that. But yeah, there's some locations where it seems like other people have taken that.
TikTok.
It's like a.
I've
it's-
also always like
people are gonna
Coolio,
take it.
too.
I think that
Coolio's always been a cool thing. So I was just,
So
The
there, in
Fulio.
Pokemon Go, I don't know if someone else took it or not. I don't remember exactly, but I originally made my name. I think this is what happened. I made my name, but I tied it to my Pokemon Trainer account on the launch day of this game, and then it was like the game was so buggy, and so apparently people with Google accounts had easier time logging in. I was like, I want to play this fucking game. So I made a second account like the next day, but because Cujo Prime was taken by myself, I had to do Cujo Prime with a 0 for Cujo. I was like, fuck, goddamn myself.
I played myself.
Cujo with a 0 prime.
So last bosses.
Do you guys know? I've only mentioned it once on stream. Why it's called the Lost Bosses.
So I don't know why this, because you've talked about this idea before, But you've always talked about playing the last boss, being the last boss in a video game, and for some reason I thought of that's why.
Kind of. You're on the right track. Do you have a shot? Why the last bosses?
I'm gonna just make a
Kitty
epic.
titties. Kit tits.
My name Jeff. Because it's only the last bosses that really show you who you really are.
Kind of. You're also on the right track. So it's
Metal Gear related.
first of all, I don't consider myself the last boss.
Okay.
It's more like we're all striving to be a boss. So like anyone that joins my community, you want to work towards being
last.
I consider myself a first boss. Like I'm not at that level, but I'm trying to get to
You know what? You leveled up because you're blood level 4.
well, because of DreamHack, I'm my second level boss. But no, yeah. So I'm trying to hit my goals, and whatever your goals are, then if you hit your goals, you are the last boss. But you always got to strive to go there. So that is the last bosses. I've only explained it once on stream, and then I remember I had to explain it at Twitch LA once. Like, oh, how'd you get your name? I was like, fuck. Like I was like, I didn't want to explain the shit. Like, fuck. But I was like, okay.
So you've had it before streaming. You had it like on your Twitter or your Instagram and stuff.
yeah, it was like a YouTube thing.
So your mantra with it has been with since then.
Yeah, for YouTube. And then Chari, it's actually Charmander. So Charmander's I was in a fraternity, so my pledge name was Charmander. I don't want that gets taken like crazy. So Charmander 69 got taken. I checked, but so I shortened it Chari, and someone took Chari on PlayStation, so I had to put Chari. Yeah, so Chari is short for Charmander.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Xbox too is Chari.
No, it's Chari.
Yeah.
I have it. And people always message me to take that name, and I'm like, no, I don't use it. I'm that guy. I'm the Fulio.
I'm the last boss.
Didn't log in for 10 years. I still have Chari, dude.
Before Cujo Prime, I had a brief stint on Xbox Live as Cowboy Cujo.
Yeah, it's like the Wild Vargas, dude. We bring Cowboy
Because
Cujo.
the one
Yippee-ki-yay,
before Cowboy Cujo was too embarrassing. That I was like, I gotta come up with a new
So
one.
what is the one before that?
I'll tell you that in a second. I was like, I want to hint at something from my past. I was like, Oklahoma, Cowboy Cujo.
Hey.
Yeehaw,
I wouldn't
motherfuckers.
make that connection. I can tell you that right now.
I know. No, I don't think anyone would. But they're like, all right, Cowboy. And they would be on Xbox, like Halo, like, all right, Cowboy.
Cowboy, you suck.
Cowboy. Bro, the flag's over here.
Yeehaw!
Like, I use the voice modulator. Oh, guys,
Yeehaw.
yeehaw.
I'm a cowboy for real.
So the one before that was back in like MSN Messenger,
Ooh.
aimbot days, and I
Ooh.
thought it was badass. I look back at it and it was emo as fuck. And the funny thing was I was watching X Play, and I remember seeing the Soul Reaper game. I was like, oh, Soul sounds pretty badass.
Kane or whatever his name is. No,
I think, but the
Yeah.
game was like Soul Reaper 2
Yeah.
Legacy of Kain.
Mm.
I remember just seeing that shit. I was like, man, like, I was like, oh, I'm all into art and shit. Lost Soul, 49.
What happened to Karosh 69? How did that come about?
I was just on some OnlyFans,
fans only.
fans
Hey.
only. Yeah. So I had Lost Soul for the longest time, and I was like, man, this is
Cut my life into pieces.
pizza. This is my last life. Yeah. I was like, this isn't badass. This is dumb. I need to get rid of this. Cowboy Cujo, you'll do. That'll do.
Dude, I've had that's my the Fulio is my recurring name, but so there's a game that I played like a huge majority of my life called International Ragnarok Online, IRO, and a character name that I would use all the time is a combination of a word with Ryu or Ryu. So my main one that I would always use, and I would always bring it back, like people, even when I made new accounts or like if I started a new server, if I used this name, people would recognize me from this other server, Ultimate Ryu.
Okay.
And of course, I would play a monk class in that one. But yeah, that was just my love for Street Fighter.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there was a monk class, so I was just like,
Yeah.
dude,
Gotta
ultimately,
do
you're
this.
like the best monk class in the game. Yeah, I was the worst, dude.
I kind of had this like appeal towards the name Guillermo,
Yeah,
just because when I was in 4th grade, my Spanish teacher was like, everyone had like a Spanish equivalent. Like Matt was Mateo, and everyone else had the. But when she got to me, she's like, I'm just gonna give you one.
Yeah.
She's just like, either. So she's like Guillermo.
Crocia Guillermo.
And I was
Got
like,
it.
Guillermo. I was like, all right, Guillermo. So I always liked Guillermo ever since then. And that's the name of my Pathfinder's Guillermo, is Guillermo Dor Itos.
Ah,
Dor
that's right.
is the middle name, Itos is last name.
I do
But-
have another name. It was given to me. So this is when Fortnite wasn't. You couldn't link your accounts on Nintendo Switch. The old architect. We only build one wall, one ramp, and that's it. 10 wood, no problem. Well, I see your build structure.
And I raised you.
Let me get my
one wall.
drafting tools. Old architect. Yep. My brother honestly has some of the wilder ones between him and I. Like when he was 10 years old, he was like Chronic Taco. I was like, do you know
Before
what,
the
I was like, do you know,
With a K or a C?
with a C.
Oh.
I was like, do you know what Chronic is? He's like, what's Chronic? I was like, it's a drug. He's like, what?
Want to get hot, motherfucker?
And then him and his friends made a StarCraft clan, and they were all different fruits. And he was like some banana fruit. I don't know. It was like, what the fuck? And then later, they were like smoothest. Or no, fuck. I don't even know how he came up with this one. But he's like, I'm a gooch. So he was like, one of my friends, he's roughest gooch. I'm smoothest gooch. And I was like, man, you're not gonna live that. He's like, I'm smoothest gooch.
Hey, but now Gucci's a thing, and he's ahead of the
He's
game.
got merch now,
He's
free
ahead of the game,
merch.
dude.
When I was in a hardcore Call of Duty clan, my name was Yellow Banana. And it was because I was slippery. The goddamn it, Yellow Banana! Like, fuck. Dude, I used to do this thing, so search and destroy, where you plant the bomb
Yeah.
and I go prone, aim your gun down, and it looks like you're dead. And so I would hear the guy defuse, and it like salt. Dun, 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 dun. Got him. Damn it, Yellow Banana.
When he comes out of the mud, like,
Yeah, I was in Predator. He's just like,
Saw, dude. Dude, I used to just do some crazy shit, dude. in
that's
Call of
pretty
Duty.
good. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah.
Is that your topic? Cool. Guys, where can people find you?
they can find me at the Fulio 365 on Instagram and then the Fulio everywhere else.
At the last bosses everywhere.
At Goodyear Prime. You can find us all at the Week of DLC. And I hope you enjoyed this. This is episode 160. Please, if you enjoyed this or have any thoughts at
Share
all,
it.
if you have any thoughts on the sound quality, if you have any thoughts on guests, future and past,
Is it getting better?
please leave a review, iTunes, SoundCloud, wherever. We would love to hear from you. So until next time, we'll
DLC.
You later.